This is a collection of the books Houdini wrote. Now, as I said, Houdini came from modest beginnings. He was not an educated man, and he sort of felt bad about this and spent most of his life trying to make up for it. He surrounded himself by learned people, and he liked to think of himself as one. So he authored all of these books. It's very interesting to know that when Houdini was asked to list his occupation, he never said magician. He would list 2 and sometimes 3 things. Author was always first, then escape artist, and then finally magician. So you can see how he viewed himself, and we'll come back to this when we talk about his death, but he really did think of himself, or want to be thought of, as a scholar and a learned man and a writer, which explains the books. Now, of all the books he wrote, the one to me is the most interesting is this one. This is a beautiful copy of The Unmasking of Robert-Houdin. When Houdini was a child, Eric Weiss was his given name. Houdin, Jean-Eugène Robert-Houdin, was this French magician, unbelievable French magician, in my mind the greatest magician of all time. And Robert-Houdin had a memoirs book, and in it he explained all of these amazing tales and things that he did. Well, at the height of his fame, Houdini decided it wasn't just enough for him to be the most famous magician alive, but he had to be the best magician of all time. And he wrote a book that is looked at today as the biggest blemish in Houdini's career. He wrote a book essentially knocking off the pedestal the man that he once admired enough to make his namesake. Weiss became Houdini, which is Houdin with an extra I on it, in tribute to Robert-Houdin. So when he wrote this book, knocking Houdin off the pedestal, claiming that he lied, that he embellished, that he wasn't the magician history remembered him as, it was a very controversial thing. It was a book detested by magicians then and now, and it remains an enigma in his otherwise outstanding career.